Man, that music along with that live event always amps me up. Welcome to this episode of Daniel Stan. Listen, everyone, thank you for joining today, tonight, this afternoon. We're live on YouTube. We're live on LinkedIn. So welcome to the LinkedIn community along with Facebook. Thank you for everybody hanging out today, tonight, this afternoon. Listen, we're going to be strong, concise, with a very important question, really to uncover where our views are, where our values are. What do you value? Mr. Robert Kiyosaki is the person who is prominent in explaining the cash flow quadrant, which I love because every single day we have an opportunity to either be on the left side of the cash flow quadrant, which means we exchange our time for money, or on the right side of the cash flow quadrant where we tap into leverage, we tap into a wealth building system and principle. So let's get this started. This is a very short, concise video from Robert Kiyosaki. And the question is, once again, what is your values? There's nothing wrong, right or wrong about answering these questions. There's nothing right or wrong. It's just to uncover your personality, uncover what you're leaning towards, and uncover what you might have been given in terms of a thought process when you were growing up. Is that working for you? Do you need to make an adjustment? Do you want to switch over to maybe what the wealthy people are doing? That is all up to you. So let me go ahead and play this short video. You may have seen this before, maybe you haven't, but it's exceptional because it pulls in the cash flow quadrant and asks that vital question.
It was my rich dad who said to me, he says, you know, Robert, if you really want to be rich, learn to build businesses. It made more sense to him to work hard to build a business, something you owned and something you could pass on for generation to generation to your kids. Whereas my poor dad said work hard, but my rich dad said, why would you work hard for something you'll never own and you can get fired from right away? Again, that was the difference in values. So my rich dad suggested I learn how to be a business owner and learn how to be an investor. And that's one of the big differences. On this side of the quadrant, these people here work for security. They work for money also. On this side over here, their key value that they want is they want freedom. They don't want to have to work at a job anymore. They don't want to have to work for the rest of their lives. So the beauty of building a business and learning how to invest is very simply that this is passive income. You work hard for a few years, but possibly for the rest of your life, income keeps flowing to you.
So I just got to pause right there because that's the heart of the conversation today. We're going to chat about this and we might go into the second part, but this is essential. What are your values? What's your goal? A lot of people have been given a thought process to go for and aim for security. And there's no security in that because now you are leaning towards someone else's organization and business surviving through that. We all do what we must for a certain period of time. But like you said, you have an opportunity to slide over to that right side of the cash flow quadrant. I'm not going to mince any words. Listen, with what we're sharing with you, the person who's sharing this information with you has a way for you to slide to the right side of the cash flow quadrant very easily, very simply. If you want to slide over to the right side and say, listen, I want my money to work for me, and you want to be rewarded weekly and every few months, we have that happening right now. People are getting rewarded every week. I'm choosing to compound my rewards. That means when it rewards me every week, I'm saying put it back in so that the money can grow. I'm deciding to use principles from wealthy individuals. I'm deciding using wealth building investing principles to let the money continue to work, just like how he just said. You have your money working for you so that you can move away from working. On the left side of the cash flow quadrant, people are exchanging your time. You're using your most valuable thing, your time, which you don't know how much you have left on this earth, and you're exchanging it for dollars. You're exchanging it to create some kind of cash flow. We do what we must, ladies and gentlemen. So there's nothing wrong with any part of this cash flow quadrant. Like I started out, this is all just, hey, what are your values? What were the values you were exposed to as a kid? Most people are exposed to the safety, the security. Go to school, get a safe, secure job. Those things are not working anymore. So a lot of people are aware of that, but they don't know where to go. And they're concerned. They don't know how to slide to that right side of the cash flow quadrant. They've heard about investing for the future, but let's be honest, it's very convoluted. It's very convoluted. It's not simple. So I love what we're doing here in GS Partners because you can deposit, do something almost like a certificate of deposit, but on steroids. Listen, we're getting paid weekly or we're getting rewarded weekly, and we can withdraw these rewards if we want, or we can put them back in to let the money compound. We love compounding here within Wealth Builders Worldwide because we love wealth building principles. And also on top of that, you have an opportunity to build a business, just like how he said, something that can outlast you, something that can create generational wealth for you. So we have both of those happening at the same time within GS Partners. So if you decide, hey, I want to build a business, hey, we're here for you. If you decide, hey, I want to put my money to work, I don't want to tell anybody, we're here for you. Or you're the mindset that's an abundant mindset and you want to do both, hey, we're here for you either way. So here's some bonus footage and we'll close out today in just a few more moments.
Again, the reason somebody thinks a house is an asset is because they lack financial intelligence or low financial IQ. They may have gone to Harvard or in whatever, but if you can't tell an asset from a hole in the ground, I don't know what the heck you can tell the difference of, you know? So it's really quite simply the most important word for those of you in business or finance. No, the most important word is not income, expense, asset, liability. The most important word in the English language for the rich is a word called cash flow. You've got to know where the cash is flowing. So what a rich person is doing is controlling cash flow. So if money comes from an asset into your pocket, it's an asset. So very simply, when I was 9 years old, my rich dad said, assets put money in your pocket whether you work or not. Okay, repeat after me. Assets put money in your pocket whether you work or not. Okay?
I'm going to pause right there because that is something that is still misunderstood. Assets put money in your pocket whether you're working or not. So right within this organization, right within this opportunity that we're sharing with you, we have several ways for you to tap into assets, ways for your money to be working for you, whether you wake up, get out of bed, or whether you're laying at the beach, whether your toes are in the sand, or whether you're out working out, playing basketball. I love playing basketball. Whether you're doing what you love to do, traveling, whatever it is. So we have a way for you to tap into a true asset. And you also have a business that you can grow as an asset also. So that's a little bit of bonus footage for you today. We're going to be short, strong here today, tonight, this afternoon. Get back with the person sharing this information with you. What is your values? Think about how you were grown up. Think about the words that were around you. Were your parents, just like how Robert Kiyosaki's parents talking about, encouraging him to go into being an employee, exchanging your time for money, or even a specialist, still exchanging your time for money? I've boiled down the cash flow quadrant to two sides, really. You're exchanging your time for money on one side. And then, of course, yes, as a self-employed individuals, you get paid a little bit more. No worries about that. Good stuff. And then on the right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant, you're tapping into leverage. You're either leveraging a business system or you're leveraging money, letting money work for you. And like he said, an asset is something that puts money in your pocket. So we want to position you to acquire several assets, just like Bob Proctor says, multiple. Oh man, I'm not even going to Bob Proctor because I'll be here all night if I start talking about that. So get back with the person sharing this information with you. Think about, where did your values come from? Where did they come from? Who gave them to you? And was that person successful and financially independent? If not, maybe you want to reevaluate that and assess it and start accumulating and leveraging wealthy people's thought processes. All right. Everybody have a good day, night, afternoon. Get back with the person who's sharing this content with you. Thank you for joining us. Like I said, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, along with LinkedIn, and we will see you on the next live stream. Now, for those of you who want more information, want to connect with our Wealth Builds Worldwide community more consistently, listen up. We have live webinars every Monday through Saturday. We have a special project right now, Project 50K. We are harnessing wealth building principles to create over 50,000 millionaires. Will you join us? It's up to you. And right here, take a screenshot of this. I'm going to go ahead so that you can see this. And take a screenshot of this. This is our live wealth building strategy session every Monday through Saturday. No password needed. Join us on GoRocks.info at noon Eastern Standard Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're a global organization, so we do this multiple times a day to address all of the needs for our global community. Thank you so much for your time today. Get back with that person who's sharing this content with you. We will see you on the next live stream.